And so, on the third day of the storm, King Tamatoa did an unprecedented thing. He threw open his Taboo palace to the boat's crew, and they assembled, on mats which the day before it would have been death to touch, each item that was to go north. And before the king's careful eye, they unwrapped and repacked their treasures. Men now hauled 2 squealing sows into the palace. "Have they been bred?" the king asked. "To our best boar," the men replied, hauling into the august presence an ugly, protesting beast, followed by 2 bred bitch dogs and a male, 2 chickens and a rooster. "Have we feed for these animals?" the king inquired. And he was shown bags of dried coconut, mashed sweet potatoes, and dried fish. "Place these living things before me, and their food," Tamatoa commanded. And when the assemblage was completed, he cried in terrifying voice, "These are taboo. These are taboo. These are taboo." In solemn chant, the witnesses repeated, "These are taboo." Then Tupuna blessed them with long prayers of fertility, ending with his own warning, "These are taboo." It was not just a word that was being used. It was a divine inhibition, and it signified that a man on this trip could see his woman die of starvation, but he could not hand her one morsel of the taboo food, nor eat any himself. For without this seed, even those who did reach land would perish. They did not go in triumph or with banners flying. They fled at night, with no drums beating. They did not leave with riches and in panoply. They were rudely elbowed off their island with only enough food to sustain them precariously. Had they been more clever, they would have held their homeland. But they were not, and they were forced to go. Had they perceived the deeper nature of gods, they would never have fallen prey to a savage deity who tormented them. But they were stubborn rather than wise, and the false god expelled them. Later ages would depict these men as all-wise and heroic, great venturers seeking bright new lands. But such myths would be an error, for no man leaves where he is and seeks a distant place, unless he is in some respect a failure. But having failed in one location, and having been ejected, it is possible that in the next he will be a little wiser. There was, however, one overriding characteristic that marked these defeated people as they swept into the storm. They did have courage.